2-3 in the championship. What more could we ask for?
Indeed, they couldn't ask for anything more. A big win for Nissan as the manufacturer's points were total up after round 8. Mark Corbett and Cobblers man Francois Jordaan are putting the final touches to their Dakar Rally preparations as we speak, and the Century Properties Nissan Navara will be flying the Rainbow Nations flag, hopefully very high. The Dakar is one of the toughest, if not the toughest in the world. It should be a great race for the pair.
Yeah, Dakar is really a great adventure for us. Dakar is definitely one of the biggest motorsports events in the world and probably the toughest. Runs over 15 days. So we've been planning this for about 2 or 3 years now. I think our first onslaught started with Dubai last year, which we really went there to practice in the sand. We did quite well, winning the first stage with the time trial, and then managed to run at about 4th, 5th overall before we ran out of talent and crashed in the dunes. But we definitely learned from that experience.
And tell us more about the car that you'll be racing in the dunes of North Africa.
Well, this year in Dakar, we're running a Nissan Navara. It runs very similar to the local SP rules, except we allowed a few more changes for Dakar. One major change being the brakes. We're allowed to run AP calipers on the car. And then there's quite a big significant reduction in the power. We've dropped from a 35mm intake restrictor to a 32, but I think we still have a good chance.
And will he be flying the family colours again?
Yeah, definitely. We're going Century Property Development, our main sponsor. It's our family business. And obviously they're a big part in making it happen for us.
For South Africa's top navigator Jordaan, it's a second go at the sands of the Dakar Rally.
I'm very excited, Peter. You know, the first Dakar was an opportunity that I never thought I would have. And the second one is even better because I think I now have a little bit of background of what's going on there. And hopefully it gives me a better chance to compete on a bit better footing with the opposition.
How did the South African interest start again at the Dakar after several years where there wasn't a lot of SA men taking on the desert on 4 wheels?
My first trip was with Janelle de Villiers, which is now campaigning in the Volkswagen. In those years I was co-driving for him in South Africa with the old hardbody. And then we went to Dubai as a bit of an experiment, and it paid off well. We did well there. And then the big bosses decided I must get into the seat with Janelle. He was more than happy with that, and so was I. But if I think back, if I knew how enormous it was, I think I would have had my doubts. But I'm very glad I've done it. It was a very, very great experience.
We wish them and all the other South African competitors a great 3 weeks of driving. Until the next time you keep it on the road, we'll keep it off-road.
That was the ultimate test, the ABSA off